and welcome back to Beekeeping Basics with Danny. So today we're going to go into the hive again. It's currently been 6 days since I last went into here. Again, may have to add a super on this, which would be good if I could, on the top of that hive. Depending on what room they've got in there, it might be, at that stage where that brood box that we introduced a little while back is now starting to get pretty damn full. Lots of crap falling out of the trees. It's the joys of being under a tree. This time of year, get all the stuff falling out. Give it a good clean off. I want nothing really falling in the hive. Right, open these two up. Ready. Got the smoke on it go. It's smoking me right out. Yes, we'll get the camera set up, and with no further ado, we'll have a look inside. So, I'm going to put the camera in the middle for the minute, just to show you, because I'm doing the same procedures as we done last time. We're going to take that first brood box off with the crown board and everything else that's on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to place it into that one. That's the queen excluder there. Look, and keep the queen. Again, if she's up in this top box, hopefully we can keep her trapped in there without upsetting it too much. So, let's see if this is stuck. Yeah, see, this is starting to get slightly stuck. I'll give it a slight tilt. Oh, and that's getting very heavy now. Very heavy. So that's a good sign as to we've got a lot going on that box. So what we do is we'll give these bees a bit of a smoking. Get them down if we can. Just a bit across the top. And what we'll do is we'll lower this camera down a touch. Get it a bit closer. And again, give it a bit more smoke, so they've all come back up again. And got the tool at the ready. And again, we'll do the same procedure as normal. The last frame, again, nothing on there. Put that aside. Again, let's have a look on this one. I'm not expecting much. No, nothing at all. Again, really not started on that. I'm not overly surprised with that, to be fair. We'll make a start on these. I'll have a look. A few bees hanging off the bottom. Bringing that comb out nicely again. Lots of honey getting capped on the top there. as you can see. Certainly no queen on that. That's looking okay. And also what we're doing when we get these out, have a look at your bees, make sure you don't see nothing untoward on there. Big drone walking about there. Just, you know, check their wings and bits and pieces like that, making sure that they're healthy as well. Also, while you've got it open, have a look inside the bottom of your hive. Just make sure there's nothing going on down there as well. You never know, you never know if you've got a mouse in there at one point and he got in at the bottom, and just always check in the bottom as well. And there's the queen, so she's down on the bottom this time, which is handy. She's there walking about. We've got some cat brood, plenty of eggs laid in there. And I'm not going to keep this one out too long because she's on it and I don't. Just checking for any more. She's still walking about doing what she needs to do, so we know she's there. That's a good sign. So she's certainly not on that top board this time. The last couple of times she's been on that top board, so we'll get that one back in where it needs to go, because that's looking all okay. I'm not going to spend too much time with this, guys, because again the weather's not been particularly great today. It's not raining now, it is slightly overcast, but remember, we're looking to see if any queen cups, any queen cells have been produced. Because obviously we need to rectify that if anything has. Or certainly, look into doing something about it. So, got a few bees hanging off the bottom there. We're looking in, giving it a good check over. There's a bit of cat brood there in the middle, so it's good to see. That looks pretty damn nice, so we'll put that back in there. I think the temperature, I haven't actually looked at the temperature today, but it has been warm, it has been muggy, overcast, and we're actually on 16-17 degrees, so certainly warm enough, and you'd like to expect it to be warm enough this time of year, wouldn't you, to go into this hive. We are now a couple of weeks into May. I think this is my 6th time of going into this hive since I've done the nukes. Like I say, I have introduced another brood box to the to the right of me on that other box, and we do have a play cup there. So what I'm going to do is I'll try and show you guys, and it is empty, so that's always a good sign. We have a play cup just there, they're all going in it. I'm trying to get it focused so you can see it. So we're going to remove that whilst this is out. Like I say, if there was any kind of larvae or anything in there, then that would be the sign of them making a queen cell. At the moment, as we can see, it is empty, so we will discharge that. Don't need that. Again, I'm just going by advice, and you know, play cups, master beekeeper told me just to remove them off, not needed. So that's what I've done, taken that one away. I'm pretty sure on this next one that I pull out, I'm going to have the same on that. And I like to give it just a slight blow, just to move them away from the area that I'm looking at. Lots of drone cells again. Taking it, that's a drone cell there on the top. I'm pretty damn sure it is. I'm just going to give them a blow away, just to move them to one side, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Lots of drone cells on the bottom there. So beautiful bees, look at them, absolutely beautiful, and they all look, to me, extraordinarily healthy and well. There's another play cup on the top there, so we're going to remove that one while I'm at it. Just there, look. We'll take that one off. Oh. As you can see, that's now removed. I can't see any more on this, so we'll get this one back. Everything looks okay on that. And anyone that's not overly sure, like I wasn't, I do believe a play cup, when I say play cup, that's just the bees practicing on building queen cells, I do believe. Quote me if I'm wrong. I do believe it's them practicing on building a queen cup, if, you know, they needed to swarm and produce an actual queen cup. So, out with the next one. I think with the camera being around the other side, you guys get a better view of this. Sorry for this, but say you zoom in on your phone. If you're looking at it, watching this now, you can zoom in your phone when I hold it like this, and you'll get a far better view. Look at all that cat brood there. Really nice. Nothing untoward on this. Checking the bottom there, because, you know, again, that looks like a little queen cup, play cup. Again, what we'll do is we'll just take that one off of there. Just remove that. I don't have to be too precise with it, just take it away. Other than that, again, yeah, it's looking good to me. Bees all look healthy, plenty of drones in there. So it's all looking good. Obviously, nice and gently we put it back in. Always remember your queens in there, so you don't want to jam these frames up when we're putting them back in. You don't want to go squashing her at any point. We know she's in there. And obviously you don't want to go squashing any of your bees on the process of putting it back in there. It's a bit windy today, but luckily in this part of the garden that I've done for these bees, it's all kind of fenced off all the way around, so it keeps that wind out of here, which is good. Especially on, you know, when I'm visiting it like I am. Oh, lots of eggs in there. Lots of eggs. Lots of cat brood. Lovely little site. And let's not forget, guys, that this queen can lay up to 2,000 eggs a day. She does that to keep these colonies nice and big and thrived. And again, we have another lake up on the bottom there. We'll remove that, double checking that it's not charged, any larvae or anything in there whilst we've got it out. Does look empty, and I was worried about this one. Well, not worried, but I did notice this this particular one when I was looking back on my own videos from last week. I saw this and thought, oh, how did I miss that? Should have took that out. It does look to me like there's one on the other side. Yeah, there is, and it's empty. So again, we'll just take that out. Just removing it. And this is why we do these inspections. You know, making sure that we do what we need to do as a beekeeper. A few more drone cells on there. Other than that, everything's looking just how I want it to look. And again, really nice site. And I look forward to it so much. You know, when the day comes and I know I've got to do my inspection, it's such an exciting, it is a real buzz. And that is the beauty of being a beekeeper. That's why I wanted to be a beekeeper. You know, you go in your bees. I mean, I'm lucky at the moment. I can spend the time with my hive because I've only got one. Yes, I've got 22 frames to look through. I couldn't imagine having, you know, 4 or 5 or whatever. Or could, it would be great fun, and I suppose you can do them on different days. You wouldn't go into your hive and expect to do all 4 in one day. You could still do it. You could do one day if you've got the time in your hands. Do one day, one another, you know. And you could do, if you had 5 frames, you could do them over 5 days. 5 hives, sorry, you do them over 5 days. So yeah, I suppose, you know, you don't have to do them all at the same time, because that would be a lot, wouldn't it? You'd rush through it, potentially miss a lot of stuff, and you don't want to be rushing. You know, you the joys of all of this, you don't, you know, you want to be looking, spending time and admiring, you know, just admiring your hive. It's such a beautiful place when you're in there. I do have a drone there, and he only has one wing. One wing. If any of you master beekeepers are watching this right now, and I know one of you do, I think it's Dave. You just see his wing there? Can you give me any kind of advice on that? Why he would have one wing? If they had a fight, has it been damaged? Is it a pesticide? Wouldn't be 100% sure, but looking around all the rest of the bees, the rest of them look absolutely fine. All their wings look absolutely fine. This just seems to be that one. He seems to have a dodgy wing up round him. Don't know why that is. This might just be a deformality when he was born. But yeah, it just seems to be that one. Let's have a look on this side. Now I've seen that. A few bees there with pollen on their legs. Like I say, it's not all about looking for your queen cups, your queen cells, anything like that. It's also checking your bees for anything that might be untoward that needs sorting. And they all look good. It's just that one. Just that one. So, bless him. Don't know what happened there. Just must be a deformality. Or, like you say, he's had a fight or something. Be anything. Close that one up. Nice and gently. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the honey they're building on that. It's shining in the comb. Absolutely beautiful. Building it out on this side now. Yeah. Capping some of it over. So yes. Oh good, I'm happy with that. So we do have them outside frames still. A couple. It's actually 3 that's empty because this one also is empty on the outside. What we'll do is we'll put this one in here. And we'll go on to the next brood that we have. They're all relatively tight, so we don't want to squash them all in too tight because you don't want to go squashing your bloody queen, do you, and killing her. That's so we'll lift this other one on the top of there now. I think I'll give them a little smoke, let them drop down. Oh, it's gone out. That's annoying. Is it? No, it hasn't. So, yeah, that's gone out. It should be okay, should be plenty of room between the two. And what we're going to do is then we're going to lift this one back on. We know that, oh, that is heavy. You'll see why they only go for supers thereafter. So, we know the queen's in the bottom box because we've seen her. So, and we have a few, as you can see, a few bees on that queen excluder. They will fly off and they will go inside in a minute. And that's how a queen excluder works. Again, for any of you that's not 100% sure, the bees can go through it, but the queen can't. She can't fit through there. And I'm just going to put that in front of the entrance of the hive. They will know to find their way back, because I want to put I'm going to put this on the top there of that. I've got some sugar. Got some sugar syrup made up around the corner there. Again, we'll have a look at that. And we'll spin this back around. Remove the the crown board. I still haven't moved that one way in, one way out. Yeah, I know this. I will get round to it. And that is absolutely, I filled this out a treat. And that's why it's so goddamn heavy. So let's have a look into this, guys, because this is looking fantastic. They're all over that. Look, you can you'll see that. So let's start with what looks to be the least active. They're starting to build out on that one, as you can see there, look. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put this down with these other bees, move it out of the way. We know we have no queen on it, just to give me the room that I need. And I'll open this one up, and I can see lots of capped honey on them frames in there. And again, they're starting to build that out, look. Very nicely. Same on that side, they're starting to build that out. What we do is we put that back on there. And this is why I was saying about I may have to add a super on there, because looking at this and what with the bottom one there, we are looking, let's have a look how many bees are actually on the frames, but we are looking very full. Don't forget, we still have a lot of bees out foraging. It's only around about 6 o'clock, and look at all the honey on there. They're all capped over. We're starting to cap it over. Busy bees. So look at that though, that's beautiful. All that top half, look. And this is why I'm thinking I'll make that decision when I get through this, all these frames, whether I need to put a super on the top of this brood box. What I would do with that super, I would put that queen excluder on, obviously, so the queen can't come up any higher than this. And it is so surprising how heavy honey gets. Look at that bit of comb they've made there. Absolutely amazing what they do. Absolutely amazing. And you can believe the weight in this. It is absolutely surprising how heavy one frame actually gets. Nice and gently. And we've got some. This is where the queen's been up, look. So she's been busy up here. So we have some cat brood, some eggs in there. And again, why I've done this, a lot of people ask me, why have I put a brood box on the top of a brood box? Well, it's for the simple reason I wanted to grow a real strong colony, and as we go through the year, I certainly want to do some nukes come end part of the year. Drop of honey there, look, on there. I want to do some nukes at the end of the year, and you know, again, I want a strong colony. If I keep it as this, just a strong colony going through the winter, or I introduce to have my second hive running, so come spring of next year I have 2 hives on the go and potentially a nuke box as a backup. So yeah, I've just done it really because I want a strong colony of bees, and there's plenty of brood going on there, plenty. So she's busy, so we're gonna have a heck of a lot of bees hatching. What with the brood that we got down the bottom box and the brood that we've got on this top box, obviously with the queen excluder on here, if I introduce the super, then that would just be honey. There will be no brood on it because she can't get up there to lay her eggs. So again, there's loads. So she's been very busy up here in the last 5 days. Look at all the cat brood there. She's been very busy. Some drone cells at the bottom, some capped honey at the top, and again, look, extraordinarily busy. And again, that how busy she has actually been in this last 5 days. And with the amount of bees I've currently got in these 2 brood boxes, I think I'm going to make the decision of getting my super and putting it on here. You know, it is still swarm season. We do still have bees out and about foraging. And we're getting to that point where, again, look, you know, each frame is holding, okay, it's not jam-packed with bees, it's not rammed, but there is a good number on there. It may be that whoever's watching this knows a damn sight more than I do, because again, it is my journey. I am a beginner. They may well say, no Dan, don't bother with your super just yet, you've done it too early, whop it back off quick. It might be a problem. I would have thought I could come out here tomorrow and take it back off with not too much issue. And hopefully maybe I might get the, no, that's a good decision made. And look at the honey going on there. It's so, I can't believe how quick these bees actually work. You know, what they do in a period of time is amazing. Like 5 days, 6 days, sorry, since I last come into this hive, and they have been so busy. I've got such a strong queen. She's laying so much, so many eggs and stuff. Loads of cat brood. All the workers are sorting out the honey, and so look, you know, again, there's a lot of bees, all busy. Still going to be a lot of bees out and about. So I think I am going to make the decision of putting a super, like the queen excluder on, introducing my super. And you know, I wasn't expecting, completely honest, any bees, and it feels to me like I've just felt some rain. So Certainly found a spot on my thumb, so I'm going to get this back in here. The last thing I want is any rain dropping onto these bees right now. Well, I'm going to put it back how it was, nice and gently. Making sure we don't squash any. As long as you're nice and gentle. And it's a nightmare. The weather is just, you know, you try to do things and sometimes you're just up against it, aren't you? You know? And they say when you're nearly 80% full on you. One of your boxes, think about doing something about it, and you know, we've got quite a lot going on with the bees right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this back on here for the minute, just while I go and get my super. And what I will do is I won't have this sugar syrup on there. Once you introduce your queen excluder and your supers, you then want to stay away from your sugar syrup. So although I have just made some up, it's a hard decision. I don't know whether to just go. No, I'm gonna add a super. I think I'm gonna go for that. So what we do is we go around and get it. So what we're gonna do, we've got the super. So I put that to one side. As you can see, there it is, 11 frame super. I need to get these bees out of here. What I'll start off firstly by doing is just getting rid of the sugar syrup that's in here. I have like just a water bowl. Probably shouldn't do that really, but I need to get rid of it. So off with the crown board. We'll try and get the bees out of it. Just flicking them off. Getting them out. Off they come. Making sure we're all out, look, just coming out of that. Right, and what we do, move that again to one side, and get these bees out of here as well. So what we do is we try and poke them out. Just give them a shake, they'll come off. Failing that, any others, there's a couple of dead ones in there. I'll sort that out later. Flick him down in there, off you go. Get the queen excluder on. making sure some of these bees out of the way. Probably should have got my smoker going there really, just to move them, but they'll find their way. Look, some of them trapped under there. There we go. A couple of them stuck. Don't know whether to. There you go. Look. Didn't know this actually laid this tight on these. On the top of the frames. So right, that's totally annoying. I don't want to squash any of my bees right now, so let me see if I can relight my smoker. Smoke some of them down. I'm just going to use a little bit of cardboard just for the time being. I don't need to go anything too mad with any of it. Just want to get them out of the way. Might be a little bit. Like I say, get a bit of smoke. This is probably me being a bit overkill because I just don't want to squash any of the bees. So they've all moved off the top of there. Look, get that on quick. That way you ain't squashing none of them, because that actually sits tight on there. And then we'll bring on our super. Remember, there's a lot of cat brood in here as well, and this, you know, not only in the bottom but in that middle box. Even that out. And what we do, we see, and we place on the I do have, just for the time being, I'm going to have to put another one of these in there because I don't want the bees coming above this crown board. And although this is a one way in, one way out, I can't remember what they're called, but it does effectively stop them coming up, and if any did come up, they can certainly get back down again. So that's what it's a thing that you use really when you want to get bees out of your supers. So we'll put that on. They can't come up. If any was in here, they would go in and then they go back in. Now they just can't come up this way. I can't see that being a problem with them being on. There's no difference if I had a bit of board or something on there. So there we have it. So super on. We'll introduce the lid back on. We've done what we needed to do. Super happy with it, really am. There's a couple of play cups, as we see. which they got removed. Don't forget, guys, feel free to subscribe, watch my journey with me. That's all back to front, so that's not really worked out, is it? Free to subscribe, watch my journey with me. It's been 6 weeks now, I do believe, and the hive is growing absolutely amazing. It really is. And like I say, it's been 6 weeks since we introduced the nukes into here. And like I say, it's going really well. 2 brood boxes, doing fantastic. Lots of brood in there, lots of capped honey in there. In the last 5 days, that has absolutely thrived mega. I'm really pleased. I may have introduced this too early. Some will say, yeah, you don't need that just yet. But then again, some may say that I've actually done, the right thing. There is a lot of bees in there. There's going to be plenty more hatching very soon. Obviously, they're still out foraging now. And I don't, if you give them room, it's just the aim of the game, isn't it? Start building up this hive and get it nice and strong. So, thanks for watching again, guys. Like I say, feel free to subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Continue watching my journey, and each and every time, something's changing. Like today, we've added the super, so who knows? Next time it might be that I've got to do a split into that hive. Anything can happen. So until next time, ciao for now.